Let's do this! And this is Super Vegito! Show me how tough you are by beating me!
Alright everyone, JB here. Now, we have Legends pretty much confirming our next campaign buff before the festival, and we kind of all speculated that it was going to be sagas from the movies, you know, given that they gave us a plat and then also a free-to-play character before actually announcing it. So therefore, a couple things to talk about in this video. Now obviously we have the cover art and a few other things I want to discuss as well. But if you are enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button, it's very much appreciated. Consider hitting that subscribe button. We are almost at 5,000 here on the channel. Now, first thing to talk about is the cover art, obviously. Now we have Janemba, we have Super Gogeta, and you know, a couple perspectives to talk about from this, right? So obviously a lot of you might be thinking, well, we might get an Ultra and an LF from both of these characters. Now, while that is very much possible, we have to also consider looking at the last two campaign buffs that we just got, which were the Dragon Ball and I think Frieza Saga. Both of those cover art characters were not an LF or an Ultra. They were literally either a Zenkai or they just gave him a plat. So we have to look at it from two sides. You know, it's not guaranteed that we're gonna get both these characters as new characters. Obviously that would be great. You know, I would enjoy it as well. I love this movie, watching it growing up. Now, looking from both sides, right? If we do get a Gogeta, what does that mean for the festival, right? What does that mean for the festival? Does it mean, are we getting something different maybe for the Ultra, or will they still continue the trend of giving us a fusion warrior during the festival? Now, looking at Janemba, obviously Janemba could use a lot more work given that he doesn't have as much representation in the game. Now, we don't have no LF version of him. We for sure do not have an Ultra version. Same thing for Gogeta, we only have the Ultra version, but that one is non-canon. And I believe he was like one of the first in the game, the first Ultra. So therefore, you know, it is a non-canon Ultra, but still a great unit all around, how the way they made him and did his animations. Now looking at something I want to talk about also besides, you know, just cover art. Now this is definitely one of the things that we could possibly see tonight. Could possibly see Broly come back. It's been a few months. They love to throw around these Ultra banners around the campaign buffs and the bit celebrations. Right before it, then we get better characters, obviously. Now obviously this is the easy skip. Broly, given that he just got a pretty good buff with a new plat, he still lacks a few things, right? Especially with damage. And nowadays, he still, I mean, he can tank decently, you know, given his unique age and everything. But yeah, I don't feel like he would be something worth it for you to summon and waste your crystals on, given that we have some new units coming, and then we also have the festival right literally next month. So therefore, I would say go ahead and skip on this if they do bring him back for tonight. But another thing to talk about is the other side of the coin that I was mentioning. Say that we don't get new units that are related. Now we're not going to get any new units tonight, but we might possibly get some sort of a sneak peek for who might be the Zenkai, some events. You know, I'm looking at them to push back the actual new units to next week, because we didn't get no reveals and stuff. There was no announcement. All they did was just announce the campaign. So therefore everything starts tonight. But obviously this Janemba, I feel like if they don't give, obviously, you know, us a new unit, he can definitely do the Zenkai. You know, he's in 3 pretty good tags. And he's in sagas from the movies, he's in regeneration, and also a powerful opponent. Especially regen, they could use another buff. Now given that Zenkais aren't always the best when they come out, not every unit has an actual good Zenkai. If he's an actual solid Zenkai, regen could definitely use that buff. Given that the other Janemba, the purple one, he's even older than this guy. So that just shows how few Janembas that we have in the game. I've literally made videos on predictions on possibly of them giving us a Janemba soon, hopefully an Ultra or maybe an LF. But another character to look at is this green Gogeta. Now this guy, same thing, just like the Janemba, he is pretty old. So looking at it, for him to possibly get, sorry about that guys, that was my alarm. But back to what I was talking about, looking at him to possibly get a Zenkai as well. Like I said, if they can just give them something solid to make them usable, I feel like that'd be a W. Now every Zenkai that comes out is great, especially LF ones. Some of them have been pretty bad. This guy's pretty old. Same thing though, he's in Fusion Warrior, same thing, saw this from the movies. He's in Saiyans, Super Saiyans, he's in a few of those, pretty solid tags that you can build some solid teams around. Now, looking at a couple more things I want to talk about before we actually, end the video. Now, besides talking about the Zenkais, the new characters, right? Let's talk about events. Now, looking up right here, right? They did say that we're going to be getting loads of events, new characters, we all know that. So this thing right here, loads of events. Now this is for, if you're a newer player, then obviously it doesn't necessarily, refer to you mainly. This is for like the veteran players, the more experienced players. We've been asking this for a while. New events. If not new events, or just new content, give us something like limited time events, right? And not like repeats of the same thing or revamping the same thing over and over. Because, while they can reuse characters and recycle them over and over and just give them different animations, the events tend to be just pretty much the same, right? Maybe some different rewards, yeah, but they're pretty much the same. It's the month of October. Give us something, like a Halloween special event, right? Or give us some free-to-play characters, some literally Halloween free-to-play characters. They literally have maybe customizable outfits. That'd be cool, give us something new. Not just in terms of just rewards, because that's obviously something they need to work on as well. They love to limit the amount of crystals that we get before big festivals and anniversaries. But hopefully they decide to do that. Because we have the Hoi Poi, yeah, we have co-op, we have raids, and it's like co-op, nobody likes to play that. I only do it just for the missions. Same thing with raid, it's bearable. You're just planning for the rewards in the shop, that's obvious. So hopefully they do something different for this campaign, because it is right before the festival. So hopefully we get something new, or at least revamp, get better rewards for certain events, especially for full power battle. A lot of people have been asking about that. Some better rewards. Give us a couple hundred crystals and some star moves. That's solid rewards. But at the end of the day, that's gonna be it for this video. Just a quick discussion about a couple things that I think that might happen tonight, and hopefully they decide to give us something solid. But at the end of the day, everyone have a blessed day. It's your boy JB. I'm out.